Hi everyone, so this is a functional movement Vinyasa flow class and it has 3 sections. So the first is kind of a prep and warm up and a beginner's flow. Now if that's where you're at and you've had a go at the intermediate and you're not quite there, you're not too confident there, that's absolutely fine. Feel free to just loop back and do the beginner's flow as many times as you please and then skip to the cool down and then cool down and relax. I encourage you to have a go at the intermediate flow though. Then you have the intermediate flow, which is a little bit less traditional, a little bit more playful, and I enjoy doing flows like this because it takes my body kind of out of its comfort zone, takes my practice out of the box of traditional flows in yoga, and it's nice to put yourself in different settings, and that's when your mind gets busy. It's like, oh, what's going on here? What's going on there? I'm not too comfortable with this. And that's when you got to come back to your breath, come back to the practice, come back to what you're doing and stay and breathe. Now, I hope you enjoy this class and I highly recommend at the end you do a breathwork practice or pranayama and some meditation to really settle the mind down, because that's the real practice, is then you sat on your own, nothing else, maybe looking at the floor, maybe with the eyes closed and breathing. That's when the real practice is, and that's why we practice, to really prep the body for some stillness and bring that stillness and kindness and love into your day-to-day life. Sounds cheesy, but that's why we do it. Now, thank you for practicing with me today. Keep practicing. Hope you enjoyed the class. Namaste. We're going to start today in a comfortable seat, so make your way there. And we're just going to sit and breathe for about 1 minute. So you just start to relax, start to notice your breath, in and out through the nose, maybe close down the eyes, and breathe. Any plans that you had earlier that might not have gone to plan, and everything you did and all your plans for later, you can let them go. This is the time for you to breathe and be just as you are now. Just relax. Relax the shoulders down. Notice what's in contact with the ground. Feel the clothes on your skin. And just keep your lips sealed. In and out through the nose. If you have any intentions for today's class, then feel free to set them now. Why you roll out your mat, why you practice, what are you grateful for, what are your goals? From there, blink open the eyes. We're just going to take a quick wrist warm up now, so interlace your fingers and inhale, and exhale, just start to have a gentle pull on the wrists and open them up. Just a gentle pull, nothing too strenuous. Last breath here. And exhale, release this pull. And now we're just going to start to make an infinity symbol or 8 on its side with our hands. But using the full range of motion. Any cracking or popping in the wrist is absolutely fine. As long as there's nothing sharp or painful, like in all our poses, then we're okay. A little bit of discomfort, that's okay, but nothing sharp or painful. We'll come back to that throughout the class. It's just to remind you when it's good and when to back off. Stay here and breathe for one more breath. And release. And shake out the hands. And now from here, I just want you to stand up, however you want to get there. And just start to move from side to side. Gently sway. Relax your hands down by your side. And just have a gentle sway. Maybe have a go at lifting one foot up and then the other. But just notice and feel your weight transfer from one foot and then the other. Doesn't need to be anything too aggressive or anything too fast. Just starting to feel your balance and your control. Maybe just have a hover. Or maybe a bit of a wobble. That's fine too. Just stay here. And just keep moving. Keep breathing. And then we come to some stillness. So stand nice and tall and relax your shoulders down. We're just going to start to warm up the hips a little bit, so you can support your hand on something next to you and lean. But we're going to lift one foot up. So inhale, lift. Then we're going to have a go at internally rotating the hip. Great practice for martial artists and great functional movement to really build strength in our hips. So inhale, we stay here. And as we exhale, just start to bring the foot out and the knee in. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Last one. Exhale. Lift. Get your balance. Inhale. To center. And exhale, release. Inhale, the left foot comes up. Get your balance here. And on our next exhale, we're going to internally rotate that hip. Inhale, back down. And exhale, internally rotate. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, last one, and exhale. And inhale back to center, and exhale, release your foot down. Maybe give your hips a bit of a shake. I'm going to come into a short flow at the top of the mat. So we meet at the top of the mat. And then we're going to inhale, arms reach. And exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, hands through center. And we start to fold forward, keeping the chest open from the hip. Bit of bend in the knees. We fold forward, and then if it's comfortable for you, round the spine and fold down. Inhale, lift up halfway, open the chest to the floor. And exhale, fingertips down, step the right foot back, untuck the right toes, and inhale, arms reach. And exhale, relax your shoulders down. Inhale, stay in low lunge. And exhale, release your hands down, step up for a plank, push the ground away. Inhale, then exhale, knees down, sit back for a child's pose. Inhale, roll forward. Through tabletop, tuck the toes and exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. First one of class. So take time to pedal the heels. One down and then the other. Push the ground away. Lengthen through the spine. Allow the heels to lift. Then, without rounding your spine, if it's comfortable for you, you can bring your heels down or keep them lifted. Now from here, inhale, bend the knees and lift the heels, and exhale, walk the feet in between the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale, fingertips down, step the left foot back, untuck the left toes. Inhale, arms reach, and exhale, relax your shoulders down. Inhale, stay here, and exhale, release the hands down, tuck the left toes under. Step back for a plank, push the ground away. Inhale and exhale, knees down, hips back. For a child's pose, inhale, we'll hang out here. And exhale, shift forward, nose in between the thumbs, chest down, feet wide apart. Forearms down, inhale to a sphinx. Now, I want you to keep your bum cheeks clenched and engaged in this one, just to support the lower back in any back bends that we do. We're just going to be here for about 3 breaths. And exhale, release down. Hands planted under the shoulder, inhale. Maybe give the hips a shake, and exhale, push the hips back for a child's pose. Inhale, roll forward through tabletop, tuck the toes under. And exhale, hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees and lift the heels. And exhale, walk the feet in between the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll all the way up. Arms reach and exhale, hands through center. We're going to come into our second flow now. And it's a little bit more playful, a little bit more challenging, probably a little bit more intermediate. But I enjoy to do this one because it tests me, challenges me, and it's good fun. So we're going to meet at the top of the mat. So ground down, relax your shoulders down. And I just want you to, again, take that gentle sway. Gentle transfer of weight from one foot and then the other. Slow the breath down if it went up. From here, inhale. And exhale, open the arms up. Inhale, transfer the weight over to the right side. Inhale, hands through center, and exhale, open the arms up, open up to a half moon. So open the chest to the side, focus on one point on the ground. Keep that left leg lifted and the left foot engaged, like you're standing on the wall. From here, bring your hands to center and just start to relax your left hip down until it's level with the right. Lifting the chest up off the ground using your shoulder blades until your hips are level, keeping that left leg lifted. And now we're in Warrior 3. Nice work. Now inhale. And exhale, start to bend into this right leg. Set the left foot down. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, bend into this left leg till it just hovers above the ground, the left knee. And we're in crescent lunge. So you want to see that right big toe inside the right knee. Keep the fingertips engaged. Last breath in. And exhale, rotate the left heel down and transfer your weight over for a low lunge or for a skandasana, a deep lunge on the left. It's absolutely fine if your left heel lifts when you're here, that's fine. You can place the fingertips down or stay here. Inhale and exhale. Left hand down, reach forward, bring the left leg through and kick this foot through, keeping the hips lifted. Point the left toes, lift up. On our next exhale, bring it back. Inhale, then exhale, bring it through, kick through. Hold it here, keep the hips lifted, then transfer the weight over to the right leg. And then inhale, pistol squat up or squat up and relax this foot down. Inhale, arms reach, and exhale, shift forward and fold forward and down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back for a plank. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, bend the arms to 90 degrees, chaturanga. Inhale, feet wide apart. Upward dog. And exhale, hips up and back for down dog. Inhale, bend the knees and lift the heels. And exhale, walk the feet in between the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll up. Through the spine, arms reach. And exhale, hands through center. Release your hands down. And we come back to this sway. Slow the breath down if it went up. Now from here, Inhale. And exhale, arms reach. Then inhale, hands come through center. Transfer over to the left, and as we exhale, open the arms, fly open for a half moon. Open the chest to the side. You can rest your fingertips down if you want to. Right leg is engaged and extended. The right foot active like you're standing on the wall. Now from here, bring your hands together and relax your right hip down till the right hip is level with the left, or just in that direction, and lift the chest, open the chest, bring the shoulder blades together and the hands together, keeping that right leg engaged. And now we're in Warrior 3. Again, good work. You can always rest the fingertips down if you want to. Last breath in now. And exhale, bend into this left knee and set your right toes down. And inhale, arms reach. And exhale, bend into this right leg. Reaching up with the hands in a crescent lunge. Right knee is lifted. You want to see that left big toe inside the left knee. Last breath in now. And exhale, relax the right toe, the right heel down. And then we start to bring the hips down, bend into the right leg for Skandasana on the right. It's fine if this right heel lifts up. Now exhale, shift forward over the left foot. Right hand comes down. Reach forward with the left hand and exhale, kick through with the right leg. Point the right toes. And inhale, come back. And exhale, kick through with the right leg. Point the right toes. Then come over onto the left side. Right hand becomes light. Then inhale, squat or pistol squat up to the top. And exhale, relax the right hip down, the right leg down. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, hands through center. Fold forward and down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, step back all the way to a down dog. Now inhale, bend the knees and lift the heels. And exhale, bring the knees down till they just hover above the mat. Maybe walk the hands back so your shoulders are underneath your hands and your knees are underneath your hips. Push the ground away. In a turbo cat or a beast position. And we're just going to take a few bear crawls. So lift the left hand and the right leg and place them down. And we just start to travel the length of the mat and back. Controlling our movement. Maybe take it off the mat and go around the room, side to side. I'm going to stay on the mat just to stay on camera. But just feel the control you have as you transfer your weight, just like from one leg to another. And then from the top of our mat, step back for a plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend into the arms, chaturanga. Inhale, lift to up dog. And exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bend into the knees and lift the heels. And exhale, knees down, hips down for a child's pose. You can give the shoulders a break and relax. The arms down by your side. Good work, everyone. Consciously slow the breath down. Now from child's pose, bring the hands forward if you had them rested down by your side. And inhale, shift forward. And exhale, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Bend into the knees and focus on pushing the ground away and opening the shoulders. We're not here for too long. Now inhale, bend the knees more and lift the heels, and exhale, walk the feet in between the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, open the chest to the floor, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Arms reach and exhale, hands through center. From here, I'm going to change which way I'm facing you so you can see me. Feel free to turn as well or stay as you are. But all I want you to do is take one step to the side. So your feet are about 3 feet apart or 2.5 feet. Then turn the toes out and the heels in. But you still want the knees going over the toes. If this isn't happening, bring the toes in and just keep your knees tracking over your toes. Just so you can see that big toe inside. So relax your weight down, bring the hands together for a goddess. You can move around. We're just going to hold here for about 5 breaths or so. So sink nice and deep into this. Keep breathing. Sit nice and tall. Last breath in now. Now inhale. Toes out, toes in and heels out. Stand nice and tall, and exhale, start to shift forward from the hip. Shift forward for a standing straddle, forward fold, and shift as much as you can. Long spine, opening the chest. Then when you can't move forward anymore, fold forward and down. Just relax your weight down. You can keep a little bit of a bend in the knees if that's more comfortable. But we're not going to be locking our knees out. Just stay here and breathe. And inhale, lift up halfway, and as we exhale we can place our fingertips down and just heel toe our feet in. Until we can squat all the way down for a yogi squat. One of my favourite poses, Malasana. And from here I'm going to change my orientation again. So I'm just going to turn 90 degrees. And then I'm going to place my hands behind me. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop. Counter that forward fold. So place your hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards your glutes. And inhale. Squeeze your bum cheeks as you lift your hips up. Nice and gently. For a reverse tabletop. Relax the head down. Keep it lifted. Keep it neutral, whatever you want to do, and whatever's most comfortable for your head and for your neck. I'm going to keep mine neutral today. From here, start to shift forward and back. Forward and back. Forwards and back, forwards and back. So we can sink forwards and relax our hips down close to our heels. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, bend the elbows towards each other. You should feel a nice stretch in your shoulder. Nice and deep, can be quite intense, so go easy on this one. Take your time, be nice and gentle, nothing too aggressive. The hard work for today is done. So now we're slowing down. From here, straighten the arms. I always need to scoot my hips back a little bit to rest my arms down over my knees and give my hands a bit of a shake. Bring my feet a little bit forward and just relax all the way down onto the mat. Then bring your knees into the chest. Hug the knees in. Maybe have a gentle rock. And then release this grip on the hands. Relax your left arm out to the side. And exhale, just start to bring your knees down over to the right. It's okay if the shoulder wants to lift. If it wants to lift, allow it to lift. Just about 30 seconds here. And inhale, knees come through center. Extend the right arm out to the side and exhale. Release the knees down over to the left. Maybe look over to the right. And it's okay if this right shoulder lifts up off the ground. That's absolutely fine. Now inhale, knees come up through center and give yourself a nice big hug. Hug those knees in, maybe a gentle rock. Last breath in now. And exhale. Release your feet to the corners of the mat. Relax your arms down to the side. Let go of breath control. Allow each inhale and exhale to come and go. Just keep your lips sealed. And the breath through the nose. Relax everything down and melt into the mat. Just have about 1 minute here before we close out class. Feel what's in contact with the ground. Keep your breath controlled, allowing each inhale to come and go. Just keep breathing. I'm going to close out class here. Thank you for practicing with me. Keep practicing. Namaste.